Actually, all 4 of those shots were kill shots, and at any point, I could have been killed.
After almost a decade of an abusive marriage, Christine Kaiser says she's lucky to be alive. In March of 2016, her former husband, Edward Ellis, pulled a gun on her and fired 6 shots. He was later found guilty of attempted murder and sentenced to 20 years and 4 months in prison. Kaiser is now spreading awareness by sharing her story with young Academy cadets at Owens Community College.
He had flippantly said to me, "If you ever leave me, I will hunt you down and kill you."
The domestic violence class is taught by Detective Sergeant Todd Curtis with the Perrysburg Township Police Department.
We started a different approach here in Perrysburg Township, where we started to do a victimless prosecution, meaning that we wouldn't expect the victim to be available for court. Because 9 times out of 10, our victims are recanting, they're intimidated, they're failing to show up for court, they don't want to testify.
Therefore, the perpetrator wasn't prosecuted. Judge David Lewandowski with the Lucas County Domestic Relations Court says this isn't uncommon.
There's lots of reasons why people don't file for domestic violence. I mean, a lot of spouses, the perpetrator's got a good job. She doesn't have any money. She can't really afford with 3 babies to kick him out. Another one is, hope springs eternal. Well, you know what? He didn't mean it.
It also includes isolation from the family, threats of violence, and in some cases, strangulation.
And I thought, well, maybe I could help him, work this out, show him what a real relationship could be like. Unfortunately, things kept escalating. And a lot of it during that time, he would turn things on me and I started questioning myself.
At that point, all parties are adamant it's time to seek help and a protection order.
We walk them through the process. We just don't throw legal papers at them. We actually sit down with a trained social worker who's trained in domestic violence, who's been doing this for 15 years, and go through all the questions, all the steps, talk about the remedies, what we can actually order.
The Domestic Violence Resource Center also provides victims with services, referrals to shelters, and a safety plan. Meanwhile, the law is doing its part to lock up the perpetrators.
Up until I think it was 2008, Perrysburg Municipal Court had not had a successful win or a conviction on a domestic violence trial. And after we started to take a different approach and use this evidence-based investigation and prosecution, we started to win our cases. And I don't know that we in Perrysburg Township have lost a domestic violence case up there since we've changed that technique.
Christine Kaiser has since received her concealed carry permit, and she says she will no longer live in fear or allow her abuser to have any power over her.
I am actually in a relationship that I had been in prior to the marriage with him, and I am very happy. My son lives with us, and my daughter is engaged, and I am going to be a grandma. So we are all healing. We're all moving forward.
Roxanne Elias, The Blade.